Hello everyone, this is Suzanne from God Crochet and Chatter. I'm back. Wow, what an unexpected week this has been. I went with my husband on Monday. He had to have a CT scan done and some lab work done prior to that. So we got up in the morning and I was feeling kind of strange and just not feeling good. We got to the hospital. It was a long walk down this long hallway to get back to the lab. And I was just feeling nauseous and a little bit dizzy and just not right. So we got to the lab, we signed in, we sat down. And I couldn't even hardly talk. I was sitting next to Ron and I was sweating. I just was like, really, like, what is going on? So after a few moments, I got up and I went and sat in the corner across the room in the lazy boy chair to see if I would feel better. So they called him back, and I watched him go back, and I'm sitting there just going, oh man, I'm just disoriented and going, Lord, what's going on? And I prayed to the Lord, and I said, Lord, something's wrong. If you're calling me home, I accept that. Whatever your will is, and I, kind of like to stick around a little bit more. And I saw my husband come out of the lab, and that's the last thing I remember. I passed out cold. Ron didn't notice that I was passed out until he got up to me. And he said my eyes were rolled back in my head, and I looked awful. And he started yelling, help, help, help my wife, help my wife. And all of a sudden, he started, a bunch of people got up and started running toward me, and I started to come to, and this woman was rubbing on my chest, and all these nurses were around me and doctors, and asked me, do you know what year it is? What's your name? All that kind of stuff. And they whipped me on a gurney real quick. They whisked me to the ER, tore off my top, got leads on me for my heart, monitored my blood pressure, checked for low sugar, all those type of things. And the doctor ordered a CT scan right away, and they took me for that. And she says, your CT scan didn't show anything, but you looked pretty bad. You were very pale. I was very, very concerned for you. And she said, we're going to keep you and run some tests, because they thought I might have had a mini stroke. So they didn't get me up to my room till like almost 11 o'clock that evening. I was, from 9 o'clock till I finally got back to my room. And so they put a heart monitor on me all week. That was fine. My heart rate was 50. They asked if it was normally low for me, and I said, I don't think so. And so the game plan now is, I got released yesterday, and the game plan now is I have to go on Monday and get a heart monitor and wear it for 2 weeks. If that doesn't show anything, which I don't think it will, then I can, again, prepare for my knee surgery. Well, all the time limits have run out for my blood work, the CT scan of my knee, my approvals, so I have to go through all that again. So I'm hoping on Monday I can call the surgical nurse and say, hey, can I at least get my CT scan ordered to get that done? Because that takes 3 to 4 weeks to get the readings back from that for what they're going to do in my knee. And then that way, perhaps the middle of February, I'll be able to continue, or the end of February, to get my knee done. My knee felt great when I was in the hospital. It didn't hurt, and I'm going, hey, my knee don't hurt. Well, only time I got up was to go to the bathroom back and forth, and I couldn't get up and walk around by myself. They were afraid I would fall again, and my knee completely stopped hurting. I thought, oh, maybe I don't have to have knee surgery. Well, when we got home yesterday, and we had to stop by the grocery store real quick, and UPS store, and the pharmacy, and last night my knee started flaring up really bad again, and just from that little bit of walking. So I'm going to kind of baby myself a little bit. I'm going to be laying down in a minute with my knees up. My lazy boy chair came. It's beautiful. I'll take a video of it sometime when I get the chance. But it's really nice. And I'm going to put a pillow under my knee and kind of just stay off my feet reasonably. I do have to get up and walk around and stuff, but I gained like 2.5 pounds when I was in the hospital. And I noticed I was looking at my ticket and everything I ate was like 800 calories a meal, 1,000 calories a meal, just for one meal. I'm going, oh, this is not going to go well. So I really have to get busy and get that weight back down. In fact, I'm going to continue watching what I eat closely so that perhaps I can get off another 5-6 pounds before I do have my knee surgery. I think that will help a lot. So that's where I'm at with everything. Was not expected that this was going to happen to me. We never know what the day's going to bring. And I think that's why the Lord said, sufficient is the day and the evil thereof. You know, don't say you're going to go here, you're going to go there, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Because life does step in. Sin does attack us. Sickness does attack us. Our body will warn us of maybe a troublesome area. It couldn't have been better timing. Because if I would have passed out on the way to the hospital, that would have been bad. If I would have had my knee surgery and then come home and passed out on the floor with my knee, that would have been terribly bad. So the timing couldn't be better. And it wasn't God's will that I end up in the hospital. I believe that perhaps God had a hand in this happening before I had my knee surgery. I don't know. But I'm glad that if it was going to happen, that it happened when it did. It was good timing. And yeah, my plans got disrupted big time. Today I was supposed to have a nurse coming out in physical therapy for my knee. In fact, they called and they were wondering, okay, what happened? She isn't calling us back. And the one guy said, I knew something was wrong. And I said, yeah, had a little hiccup. So when I was in the hospital, I was really getting nervous as each day went by, thinking, oh man, I got to have surgery on Friday and I got to get out of here. But once on Thursday, Wednesday, I think it was, I finally made up my mind that no, I have to call and cancel the surgery. And when I did that, I had a more peace of mind, because it was quite a stressful week and I didn't want to put more on me. And I will reschedule my surgery. Yeah, it's kind of a pain, but you know, at least I'm here to do it, and I can take a deep breath, relax, get some time to recoup, get my head on straight again, and then I will have to do all my lab works again, my CT scan again, my doctor's clearances again. So I got to do all that little bit of running around, but that's okay. I think we have to be flexible, and we can't let these kind of things upset us and cause us more anxiety, because it's not going to change it. It's not going to help the situation. We just have to say, okay, Lord, that's okay. You know, everything will work out. Whether you have financial trouble, children issues, lack of food, whatever it is that is troubling you in your life, or these uncertain things that pop up in your life, it will all work out. And looking back on my life, everything has always worked out. All the fussing and feuding and grumbling I did, it didn't help the situation. It only made other people miserable and myself. So I've always kind of been a take it as it comes kind of girl. And say, okay, well, plans have to change. And you have to be flexible and be willing to change and go in a new direction maybe, and not let it upset you or make you angry. I'm just glad that so far my heart monitor was good, my CT scan and my MRI didn't show any signs of a stroke, nothing, no brain tumors. That's such a blessing. And there were a lot of people on the cardiac unit that were really bad, and I was just so thankful. And I just want you to know that everything is fine, and we are going to be having our drawing soon. I believe it's on the 20th or 21st, the drawing for the yarn giveaway that we had, and I'm excited about that. And I have something coming later today. I've been really toying with the idea of getting this particular item for a while. I've been watching YouTube videos, and it's really cool. And I will be opening it with you online. It's supposed to come later today. So maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we'll open it and see what we got. And I'm looking forward to making several things with it. And kind of challenging myself a little bit this year. Like, I haven't really challenged myself yet. It's been a while. You know, like you make hats, you make scarves, you make gloves, you make all these different things, whatever your craft is. And sometimes we stop challenging ourselves. Like, I'm going to try something that's new and different for me, and I will overcome it, and I will do it. And I'm looking forward to that challenge. Like, I need another challenge, right? But everything's cool. And I am going to go and uplift my knee in my new chair. And kind of take it easy today. I'm still going to get up and do things, so it isn't good to sit all the time. Although it feels good sometimes, but you know, you have to keep moving too. So you have a blessed day in the Lord. I will be back on probably Tuesday, maybe Monday, but Monday morning I've got to go to the cardiologist and I've got some other errands to run, so most likely it will be Tuesday when I come on again. So thank you for all your prayers and love. I can't tell you how much that meant to me. All right, everyone, you take care. Have a most blessed day in the Lord. Bye-bye.